Yo, what is up, Banana Army? Today, I'm going to be looking at a bunch of Naruto hot takes and telling y'all if I agree or disagree. Let's get right into it. Alright, so we got the first hot take right here by the name of this guy, Ash. He says, I don't understand how people can skip filler Naruto when it's genuinely the most entertaining and funniest shit ever. You are missing on peak.
You serious?
This actually might be the worst take I've ever heard in my life. Naruto was my first ever anime, and I didn't know what filler was, and genuinely all of the filler arcs are horrible, and they literally contribute nothing. They are not entertaining at all. Just skip them. They suck. Yeah, so I don't agree with Ash here. Okay, so we got our next hot take right here by this D Flag guy. He says, the Naruto before the war arc is by far the best shonen manga of all time. The war arc is worse than Boruto. I definitely think Naruto is the best, shonen manga of all time, but that's my opinion. But to say that the war arc is worse than Boruto is actually diabolical. The war arc literally isn't that bad. The main argument people have against the war arc is that not enough people die, and that Kaguya is a dumb villain. Which, Kaguya is a pretty dumb villain, but I mean, it wasn't that bad. Honestly, it really was not that bad, and a lot of people did die. It was just, not a lot of relevant characters died. But to say that it's worse than Boruto is actually kind of crazy. It's worse than Boruto Blue Vortex, but it's not worse than the regular Boruto. So I'm also gonna have to disagree with this take. Alright, we got Captain Cat here saying Naruto vs Sasuke's first fight is better than the second. Naruto vs Sasuke's first fight is better than the second one. Yeah, this might actually be the worst one I've heard today. That's just literally the second fight is just an absolute classic. It's probably the best fight in all of Naruto. I'm not gonna lie, bro. The second fight was actually so peak. This is a good fight, but it's definitely not better than the second one. Alright, we got UXMB here with our fourth hot take. It says Naruto has a better side cast than One Piece. I'm low-key gonna have to agree with this one just because I feel I don't know, but I just like Naruto better, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a lot of the One Piece characters are just really stagnant, and they don't really change, and there's not a lot of stakes, with Naruto, you can really feel the stakes. But I don't know, there's just not a lot of stakes in One Piece, but only time can tell. See if the sidecast gets better, but I'm gonna have to agree with UXMB here. Alright, this guy said, Young Wiz says, Naruto did such a good job as a Hokage that people hated Boruto for being too peaceful and less bloody. See, this is kinda true, but not really. I don't think people hated Boruto for being too peaceful. I think people hated Boruto because he was a brat. You gotta look at it this way. Naruto, he literally had the opposite life as Boruto, and he was still had just better personality. He wasn't yeah, he was a brat, but you could understand why. Boruto's just kind of like a nepo baby, So I don't think people hate Boruto for being too peaceful. So I'm gonna have to disagree with this guy on this one. This guy Akasha here says the most overrated MC in fiction is Naruto.
Huh?
What am I even doing, bro? What am I even doing? This guy's yeah, of course, bro. This guy has of course this guy has a One Piece profile picture, bro. You already know he's a One Piece glazer. This is just a dumb take. It's obviously Luffy, bro. He's probably the most well-known MC besides Goku. Actually, take that back. The most overrated MC in fiction is not Luffy. It's Goku, bro. Just because he's such a big character, and you know everybody thinks Goku could beat literally anyone. He can't. I love Dragon Ball, but you know he cannot beat everybody. So I'm gonna have to disagree with this one. It is 100% Goku. This guy says Boruto would get far less hate if he wasn't associated with Naruto. I think this is 100% true. I think people would still dislike him, but I think they wouldn't hate him as much. The reason I don't like Boruto, like a lot, is because I compare him to Naruto. Like he has such a better life than Naruto, and he's still complaining, purely the fact that he's Naruto's son. I think this guy's true, and I definitely agree with this take. Okay. Our next hot take is made by Abu. He says Kakashi has one of the saddest backstories of the series and yet hasn't done anything to justify his past, unlike Sasuke. This is actually like facts, bro. Bro, this is just true, man. Like Sasuke low-key a bitch. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This isn't even a hot take. How is this a hot take? Are these hot takes? These are hot takes. I don't even know how this is a hot take, man. This is literally just true, so I'm definitely gonna have to agree with this one. Ooh, we got a hot one here. This guy says Sasuke and Boruto's dynamic is objectively better than Naruto's and Jiraiya's. Ooh, I'ma definitely have to disagree with you on this one, man. Naruto and Jiraiya is just a way better dynamic. Naruto has more fun with Jiraiya. He's more like a father than Sasuke is to Boruto. Bro, like he's just like, and Jiraiya literally taught Naruto's dad, bro. So this is Naruto's basically his grandkid. So bro, nah, dude. No, Sasuke and Boruto, they're a good duo. I like them, but Naruto and Jiraiya is just way better, so I'm gonna have to disagree with this guy. This guy says right here, Naruto is literally a masterpiece, and I did not grow up watching it, so I know well, and truly it's only talked about because people grew up watching it gimmick is nothing but nonsense. 10 out of 10 arcs, 10 out of 10 character designs, 10 out of 10 openings, 10 out of 10 writing, 10 out of 10 animation, and 10 out of 10 peak. This is just a fact, bro. This is just a fact. This ain't even a hot take, bro. This is just a fact. Literally, people who say that people only talk about it because it's nostalgic are stupid, and they've never actually spent time watching the show or reading the manga. This anime is literally peak, bro. It has the best openings out of any anime. Some of the best writing in all of anime. Its animation is absolutely peak for the time that it came out of. It has some of the best animation for the time that it came out of, and its animation is still really good to this day. Like, this is a quality anime, even for today's standards. The arcs are all amazing. The character designs are crazy. Like Naruto's Sage form was peak whenever he came out with that. His Six Paths form is peak. This anime is the best anime out of any, and I don't care what anybody says. So I definitely agree with this guy. This guy says right here, unpopular take, Naruto has the best OSTs, openings, and endings in the big three. Again, this is just a fact, bro. This isn't even an unpopular take. This is just a fact. You could cope and say that, I don't know, One Pieces are better, but that's just cope at the end of the day. His openings and endings are just like objectively better than any of them in the big three. Okay, no. Okay. This guy right here has our next hot take. He says Naruto has the most complex plot out of any of the big three. See, I don't know though, because like One Piece's plot is low-key crazy though. I'm low-key gonna have to disagree on this one, man. One Piece's plot is just way too complex, man. Naruto's is complex, but it's just not as in-depth as One Piece. Friggin' Oda, man, he's a genius, dude. His writing is crazy.